it's tough. I'll just say, straight up, the number one reason people get in is for service. And, that's stupid too. I think we've outlined a really good roadmap to show you that America is not worth it. The Constitution of the United States of America, it's just a piece of paper. You know what I mean? We could just delete it. It doesn't really like house our core values. It's stupid. Like without the government, you don't have rights. And that's how that works.
Again, so we could just, find and replace, just like we did with SR and SALT-E, and just click, and then whatever we need to put in there, we can do it.
Yeah, there's no.
There's a lot of examples of countries that do it better, right? Like these, like all the Nordic countries who have like the population of Los Angeles,
sure,
that are able to, they have all these free things, and free things are nice, free healthcare and free college, and all. They
really got it dialed in, and they only pay 70% in taxes.
Yeah.
Really, really got it dialed in up there, especially the Nordic countries. Now, granted, they're not diverse at all. When you point to a country that has zero diversity, zero immigration, and 70% taxes, you would think, well, that's a terrible place to live. But it's not. It's really good, Or like Argentina, they're crushing it. I think we should really look at Argentina. Canada, Justin Trudeau, who is definitely not Fidel Castro's son. Do not bring up the fact that Fidel Castro and Justin Trudeau's mom were together in Cuba preceding his conception and birth for almost 2 years together, and she glowingly wrote love letters to Fidel Castro. Do not bring that up. This is not the point, not the time. Okay, so
what are your sources on that, though?
Trudeau,
it sounds made up.
Stop it. Do not Google Justin Trudeau being Fidel Castro's son. That's not what we're doing today, Trent. That's a different show. Peaches is here. We got to really keep it up.
I love the way you're going with the Trump, like in Trump and Christie thing there. that's a slick move.
Nobody said it. Ron DeSanctimonious. He's got less votes. Who gets attacked more than me? Nobody. Not DeSanctimonious.
You're right. Christie is not a fat
You're
pig.
Right.
You're right. We're not calling him a fat pig. We don't
people
do
are
that.
saying.
We don't call him a fat
saying.
pig. I'm not saying he's a fat pig.
Smart
but people are saying he's a fat pig.
That's called paralypsis. Is the name of that thing. But it's the art of saying something, implication and saying outright, and then pretending like you didn't. Smart people are saying it. Smart people are saying don't join the Air Force. Not me. I'm not saying it, but basically everybody that has a smart opinion is doing it. To talk about the wokeness thing too. So, little teaser trailer. We recorded with the SEAC. So CZ, Chief Master Sergeant Ramon Colon Lopez, the SEAC. He just absolutely burned that stuff to the ground. He was like, people from the outside looking in think this is all it is, and it's really not. it's really not a thing that anybody cares about, and it's hampering because we were asking him about recruiting and retention. But he basically crushed that one. I thought it was a good answer, but I'm partial to CZ. So
yeah, well, yeah, I got a love affair with him, but man, I really hope that episode comes out. Real talk.
I know. Yeah, real.
I'm going to tell you right now, because I don't know if we're going to release this beforehand or not, but apologize for the audio. For whatever reason, it was not, that connection with the Pentagon was awful.
Sporty, right? I couldn't believe it. I was just like, oh man, we couldn't record on Riverside like we wanted to. I had to go to Zoom. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see, more reasons not to join.
So you're about the equipment we have, speaking of internet connections and all this other stuff. Yeah. You're not going to, it's all a lie. We don't have the best and all the other things and yada yada. We keep changing radios that catch people on fire. And every 3 months.
Right through you. Yeah.
It's like carrying lava around, and it doesn't work.
You know what? I actually heard this actually is not a conspiracy theory. This is 100% true. You know what caused the Maui fires? A PRC 163.
I believe it.
It's a hot take.
Did you say hot take?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what a hot take means. So,
Trent, was that a pun? I'm
not allowed to pun today.
Trent. So the first thing that Trent did when we got on today is he looked at me. He was like, he's on his way. He's like, hey man. So I was looking at the YouTube comments and it turns out everybody likes my puns. And I was like, fucking stop it. I've had it with you. That dive episode, he had like 5 or 6 puns that were just absolutely awful. And it really hurt my feelings.
We were almost not friends after that episode.
was one of those where I hit end record, like leave session or stop session for all. And then I just left. Like I just got up from my computer and walked away. I just had to go.
So what is it going to do? Assuming you actually make it through, what does it do with your relationships with the people back home? Like how much do you lose that connection? I'm assuming you just go back home and things are still the way that they were, and you maintain all your friendships and they totally understand what you're doing.
Yeah, totally. When you go home on leave, it's basically a hero's welcome. You just hop right back in where you left off. You know, you definitely don't go home and look around and go, wow, I'm not like these people at all. These same people in the same bars, in the same places, doing the same things, complaining about the same problems. We are exactly the same. I completely understand these people. They've done something really hard. My friend John, he works at a rim factory in Northeast Ohio. And he and I are exactly the same. You know, I just got back from, you know, you get back from a deployment, right? Like, and again, you're not going to be able to go deploy because it's never going to happen. Number one, so you should just quit. Number two, you're not going to go anywhere cool and do anything. You're probably going to do, you know, global access. You won't even become a JTAC.